They say San Francisco is the most expensive city in America. But what if I told you some people pay $5.1 thousand a month, while others live just blocks away for 2.1? Today, we're breaking down rent prices across 20 of the most iconic neighborhoods in San Francisco. From postcard perfect views to gritty hidden gems, this is the rent reality today, and it's wilder than you think. Hit subscribe because the Money Manual is about to take you block by block through one of the most financially extreme cities on earth. Now let's dive in. Would you pay over $5 grand a month just to live near silence? Welcome to Presidio Heights. Here, a one-bedroom apartment rents for $5.1 thousand. Peaceful, pristine, and ultra-private. It's lined with mansions and nestled against the park. The quiet streets here feel more suburban than urban. But what if you want luxury and a skyline view? Let's move up to the next one. This is Nob Hill, where San Francisco keeps its crown jewels. Rents will set you back $4.6 thousand for a one-bedroom. Old world charm meets modern wealth. Historic hotels, cable cars, and high-end condos. It's elegance wrapped in stone and brass. Next up, a tiny triangle that's one of the city's fastest climbers. Tucked in the middle of everything but known by almost no one. Duboce Triangle. You'll pay $4.4 thousand a month here. It's central, connected, and packed with personality. The area blends Victorian charm with walkability and tech-friendly access. But if views are your thing, nothing beats the next stop. Ever seen a postcard of San Francisco? You were probably looking at Russian Hill. It'll cost you $4.3 thousand a month for a one-bedroom. You get postcard views, winding streets, and a quiet kind of class. Think serenity with a splash of tourist magnetism. Let's head somewhere a bit sunnier and just as pricey. This is Potrero Hill, where sunshine is surprisingly common. Rent here runs $4.2 thousand for a one-bedroom. It's residential, warm, and increasingly sought after by families and remote workers. The vibe here feels less city, more comfort. Now, what about the people who work in suits and need to be close to power? If you want to live where the city's money moves, welcome to the financial district. Rents average $4.1 thousand here. It's skyscrapers, suits, and the pulse of San Francisco's economy. You're paying for location, elevators, and lunch hour buzz. But just a few blocks away, the vibe completely changes. This sleek, modern strip is South Beach. And no, not the one in Florida. A one-bedroom here will run you $4 thousand. High-rise condos, waterfront trails, and a stadium next door. Luxury meets lifestyle with every block. Now let's hit the chaotic core. Bright lights, constant motion. This is downtown San Francisco. Rent averages $3.9 thousand and up for a one-bedroom. It's the city's tourist trap and transit hub all in one. High energy, high foot traffic, and high cost of living. Let's escape the noise. Welcome to Twin Peaks. When you want a view of it all, you move here. One bedrooms rent for $4.2 thousand. It's quiet, hilly, and high above the rest in every sense. This is where you live to watch the city breathe. Let's roll down the hill into vintage rebellion. This is where the summer of love turned into rent inflation. Haight-Ashbury. A one-bedroom costs $4 thousand. It's all tie-dye meets techies now. Victorians with a price tag. You'll pay for the past and the vibe that's left of it. And if you like chic, wait till you see this next one. Chic, compact, and completely transformed. This is Hayes Valley. You'll pay around $3.9 thousand for a one-bedroom here. From wine bars to walkability, it's gentrified gold. The boutiques may be tiny, but the mortgages are massive. And what if you want new over nostalgic? Welcome to Mission Bay, where San Francisco feels almost suburban. A one-bedroom runs $4.2 thousand. Built for biotech and baby strollers, it's fresh, fast-growing, and clean. Think glass towers, Whole Foods, and zero history. Now let's step back into grit and grind. This is Soma, where startups are born and rent keeps rising. Average rent, $3.6 thousand for a one-bedroom. Concrete, coffee shops, and converted warehouses. Pure startup energy. It's the sound of Slack notifications and scooters. Next up, nightlife and luxury in one tight package. If you're young, ambitious, and Instagram-ready, you're probably in the Marina District. A one-bedroom will cost you $4.1 thousand. It's scenic, social, and swarmed with young professionals. The views are free, but everything else comes with a premium. Let's pivot to a neighborhood with classic San Francisco charm. This is the Castro. Colorful, steep, and full of character. You'll pay $3.8 thousand for a one-bedroom here. It's one of the city's most walkable and well-preserved areas. Steep streets, big views, and even bigger price tags. Now, let's visit the postcard itself. Ever seen the painted ladies on a postcard? That's Alamo Square. Rent here $3.9 thousand for a one-bedroom. The skyline's in the background, the charm's in the architecture. It's San Francisco's most Instagrammable view. Just don't expect a discount. Let's swing into espresso and Italian flavor. Step into North Beach. Cappuccinos, cobblestones, and rent. One-bedrooms here go for $3.7 thousand. It's all piazzas, poets, and bay breezes. Italy, San Francisco style. It's loud, proud, and walkable from every angle. Now enter the most colorful chaos in the city. You want culture, density, and affordability? Welcome to Chinatown. A one-bedroom averages just $2.8 thousand. It's packed, historic, and still one of the city's best rental deals. Dense living, deep culture, and endless dim sum. Now cross the line into transformation. This is intermission, where every block feels like a negotiation. Rent about $3.2 thousand for a one-bedroom. Street murals, taquerias, and developers all sharing space. It's vibrant, divided, and changing fast. Now let's end where the rent is still low, but the cost might be something else. Meet the Tenderloin, San Francisco's cheapest and most controversial neighborhood. A one-bedroom goes for just $2.1 thousand. It's gritty, dense, and full of stories, both good and bad. For some, it's survival. For others, it's opportunity. That's the rent map of San Francisco. So which neighborhood fits your wallet? Where does your budget land in the city? At the top of the food chain. Presidio Heights at $5.1 thousand, Nob Hill at $4.6, and Russian Hill just behind at $4.3. In the mid-range sweet spot, Mission Bay, Marina, and Soma all orbiting around $3.6 to $4 thousand. And your best bets? Intermission at $3.2, Chinatown at $2.8, and Tenderloin at $2.1 thousand. Every price paints a picture, but the whole city's shifting. Where are people actually moving? More and more renters are heading toward hybrid zones, areas that blend modern builds with downtown access. Mission Bay and Soma are pulling in the tech crowd with clean condos and startup energy. Potrero Hill and Hayes Valley are seeing families and freelancers settle in for the long haul. Meanwhile, neighborhoods like Tenderloin and Intermission are drawing attention. Not for glam, but for grit. People are trading square footage for location and betting on the future. San Francisco isn't just expensive, it's evolving. And every rent payment is a vote for where the city's headed. 20 neighborhoods, 20 price tags, one city that never gets cheaper. San Francisco may be beautiful, but beauty comes at a premium. Which zone surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more no-fluff finance breakdowns, hit subscribe. This is the Money Manual, and your rent reality just got real.